Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you suck at basketball? Do you want to play like the pros? Well, I got some tips for you. Tip 1. Proper equipment. Alright, try some suicides for me. Problem 1. You need the right equipment. There we go.
Why do I need basketball gear?
Players don't want to slip when they change directions quickly, so basketball shoes will help you by providing a sole with a higher coefficient of friction so it can grip the floor better.
Coefficient of friction? What's that?
The coefficient of friction, which is a constant that varies from different materials and different surfaces, is used to measure the force of friction using the equation force of friction equals coefficient of friction times normal force. The normal force is the upward force exerted by the surface. Basketball shoes are important because they are specifically designed for wooden floors. While normal running shoes are fine for other surfaces, they tend to be more slippery on surfaces like wood, which is commonly used in gyms. However, basketball shoes are designed for basketball and the surface it's played on, so when you use basketball shoes, there will be a greater force of friction and it will help you play better. Now try some suicides. Tip 2. Shooting. Basketball isn't just a game of strength and skill, there's a lot of physics involved in it. Now let me see you take a shot. You see, in order to take a successful shot, you must first exert a force on the ball. This allows the ball to have an initial velocity. Second, force is gravity. Simply aiming the ball directly at the basket will not work because the ball will end up way below the net due to gravity. The force of gravity will cause the ball to accelerate downwards at 9.8 meters per second squared. So you will need to angle the ball upwards, slightly above the net. The motion of the ball is called projectile motion, which looks like a parabola. When the ball is suspended in the air, the only force acting on it is gravity, a constant force which will first cause the ball that was thrown upwards to slow down, until eventually the velocity in the vertical direction is zero, at which the point the ball will have reached its maximum height. From there, the ball will fall down and pick up speed as the force of gravity will cause the ball to accelerate downwards. Tip 3. Jumping. You want to jump high enough to maximize the time you spend in the air, so you can take the best shot you can. In order to do this, you must take into account the angle you jump at and the force you use to push off the ground. The harder you push off the ground, the higher you jump, because the ground will push up on you just as hard. This is because of Newton's third law that states for every action force for object A on B, there will be a reaction force from object B on A with the same magnitude in opposite direction. Now let me see you jump again. Tip 4. Passing. Now go ahead and pass to your partner. Lastly, motion is always described as relative. That means if the player you're passing to is moving, you can't throw the ball straight at him because the ball will move to where the player was, not where the player will be. As a result of Newton's first law, which states an object in motion will remain in motion unless acted upon by an external force, the ball will continue traveling in the direction you threw it at. So don't expect the ball to curve itself. You would have to pass the ball slightly in front of the player so they can catch it in the perfect spot. Now try passing. Now, after learning all these steps, Step 1, equipment, Step 2, shooting, Step 3, jumping, and Step 4, passing, are you ready to take a shot now?
Was that good?
Go.
Seem like the whole city going against